here is Fly Around My Pretty Little Mess. All right, so first off, let's start with some bowing patterns we need to learn before we start the tune. So the first one is going to be our down, up, with the pulse being in the up. I'm just going to demonstrate that on an open string with no double stops. Here's that down, up, down, up. So we're going to pinch. Move the camera back so you can see my line a little better. So we're going to pinch the beginning of our bow stroke. Pinch the beginning and the middle. Down, pinch, pinch. Down, pinch, pinch. Down, up. And if you notice, I'll turn to the side. Watch my bow rock. Even though I'm only staying on one string, you'll see my bow rock. Actually, probably better this way. So now I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna hit the D string now. That way you can see my rock because we want that down, up. We want that rock motion. Down, up. All right, so there's our first bowing, down, up. The next one is gonna be some circle bowing, and that's simply just rocking from one string to the other, and we're gonna create this circle. I mentioned the tip of our bow is drawing something in the air, and that's our circle bow pattern right there. All right, I'm gonna demonstrate that going between the A and D string. Just, it's a simple down, up, except for our bow is making the circle pattern. Here we go. And you can even try this on one string. But you gotta get that nice circle there. So I would actually try this on one string first, going down, down, but getting that circle pattern first. And then add the D string in. Notice how my bow stays in that circle pattern, both when I do it on the single string and when I'm doing it on A and D string. All right, let's jump right into the tune. So first part, we're gonna start on E string. I'm gonna play the part and then I'll break down the notes and the bowing. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Notice I ended up bow. I'm gonna play it one more time. All right, here we go. To break it down, 1 to open E, arc over to the A string, and we're kind of exchanging between the 3 and the 1 here. 3, 1, open A, 1, 3, 1, A. That leaves us on a down bow. I'm gonna play that, just that section again. 1, E. To end it off, we're gonna rock over to the D string and do an up bow slur between the G and F sharp, so 3 and 2. Just like that. And that leaves us ending on a down bow. And that is already half of the whole A section right there. All right, I'm gonna loop that for a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now on to the next section, and this is basically the second half of the whole tune. And this is where we bring in that rock bow, and we're gonna go from A to D from A to D. That's the first part. We're gonna do that just twice. A, D, doing that twice. Back to the A string, ending on an up bow. I'll do that again. Again. And then to end that section off, we're gonna do that down, up, the bowing we practiced in the beginning. Down, up, and we're gonna make a D chord between our 3 on A and 1 on E, and that is your D chord. That's the 1 chord. Down, up, and this is the very last note of that section. Down, up, And we're gonna go chord, chord. And on the upstroke, we're gonna rock just to the A string. And in the middle of it, we're gonna go back to the chord. Down, single chord. Chord, single chord. Down, up. Down, pinch, pinch. Down, pinch, pinch. Just like that. All right, I'm gonna play that whole section, including the circle bowing, and then end that section off with the down, up. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, up. Again. I'll do it a little slower. Ready, play. Great. All right, so now after this section, we're gonna go back to the very first section again, which you already know. And I'll just refresh your brain. I'll play that little section again, super slow. And this one, the only little special bowing it has is the very end. We're just doing an up bow slur. All right, I'll play that again. I'll do that even slower. This is again the first line, but we're gonna play it for the first and third line of the tune. And then the very last line of the A part, we're gonna go back to that circle bowing we just learned, except for the ending where we go down, up. Instead of doing it between the E and the A, we're now just gonna play that. We're still gonna go to 3 on A, except we're gonna play that with the open D string instead of making that chord on the E string with the 1 on E. It's easier. We're just gonna play it open D, down, single, up, down, up, just like that, and that'll be the end. All right, I'll play that last line, and remember this has circle bowing in it. Ready, play. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, so this line, it has a circle bowing, A, D, 1, open, 1, 2, and the second line did not have that 2 in there. A, D, 1, open, 1, 2, down, up, and that's gonna be our down, up, with the open string, and it's just down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, with that pulse in there. All right, I'll play the very last line again. So let's add the part we played right before it, which remember is the same as the very first line. And we're gonna combine those two together. Actually, you know what? Let's just do the whole A section. So just as a refresher, we have the first part, which starts on 1 on E, and it's gonna end in that up bow slur on the D string. And then after we do that up bow slur on the D string, we're going to that rock bow on between the A and the D, the circle bow. It's still kind of a rock, so after the up bow slur on the D, get ready for that circle bow between the A and D, just like that. All right, here we go. Let's just fly around the whole A part. If you've forgotten some of the parts, go back and watch some of the video where I went over those parts and get those down before you do this. Okay, here we go. Whole A part, really slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Circle bow. Down, up, beginning. Up, circle bow. Down, up, again. whole A part. I'm gonna go ahead and play that faster so you can hear what it sounds like when it's sped up. I'll start it off. And that's the whole A part. I will try to post the B part somewhere up here in the corner. That way you can go onto that video for the B part, which I will break down for you just as slow. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I really hope this helped you figure out fly around. See you in part 2.